Hey everyone, it's Heidi Fang here with Adam Hill, and the UFC on ESPN 10 event has just finished here at the UFC Apex. We're currently waiting to hear from Cynthia Calvillo, who put on an outstanding performance in her debut at flyweight against Jessica Ai, taking a unanimous decision. Adam, what did you think about this fight?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a case where Cynthia Calvillo wanted the fight on the ground. She wanted to get the fight to the ground, and when it got there, she was dominant. I felt like she absolutely had control. Jessica, I had no answer on the ground, but I think the more surprising part was that even on the feet, Cynthia Calvillo, I said in my story, she held her own. I think she was actually the better striker in this fight, except for certain stretches in the fifth round where Jessica I had some success, a little bit in the first round as well. You saw Jessica I have some success, but Cynthia Calvillo moves up. She had a short notice for this fight, a short training camp. Gyms were closed for the most part in Northern California. So for her to move up and beat the number one contender at flyweight, really, really impressive performance by Cynthia Calvillo, who is now one of those new contenders. We've been looking for new blood at 125. I think we might have found it with Cynthia Calvillo tonight.
And she's already got people looking, taking notice. There's a call out on Twitter right after the fight from Caitlin Chikagian. Do you think that that would be a good matchup for her next?
I think it would be a really interesting matchup. I like that matchup. I like that fight. But here's the thing. The Calderwood and Shevchenko fight is not that far off. I think Cynthia Calvillo is a very, very likely candidate to maybe step in there if something happened with Joanne Calderwood there. So I think she'll keep herself open, not take a fight, and then we'll see what she's able to do. Because even if she doesn't get in there, if she's not a replacement, she might be in line to fight the winner of that fight. Like, she is a person that has some star power, that has the potential to really draw a lot of fans and draw a lot of eyes. So I think that she'll be in the mix there.
Next week, more fights at the Apex, June 20th. We're going to get some heavyweights inside of a small cage, Adam, in the main event. So what do you think here about the upcoming main event?
That's a fight that, we haven't seen a whole lot of heavyweight fights in there, and they usually don't do heavyweight fights in the small cage. So I think you're going to see guys come out and just start bombing, and I don't think they're going to really understand the scope of the cage really until they get in there and start to feel it. And I think it could be a really good fight. And Blades is a guy that is very, very talented. I think we'll see him try to put on a show next week.
All right. Thank you so much for all of that, Adam. And we'll be back here next week at the UFC Apex, June 20th, for another big fight card. So you'll want to keep up with us on reviewjournal.com. Find everything Adam is putting out there in print as well. And give us both a follow on Twitter at AdamHillLVRJ, and I'm at Heidi Fang. We'll be back next week, everybody. Thanks so much for watching.